think should be live now. How do they even open like this system monitor? There's a shortcut for that? Crazy. Yeah. Okay, so I need to post the link on my Discord, and doesn't show up for me yet. Some reason. We are live though. Yes, yes. I want you to give me. Okay. Give me the link, so I can upload it for some stuff. Okay, then I need to like move my YouTube window here, actually. Yeah, I think we are ready for some Limbus today. I guess I can also like yeah, I need to start Limbus, yeah. Low wonder. I need to start Limbus actually. Also, I'm tying my headphones. Yeah, I think I'm ready now. I think it's kind of like darker today, but like, or is it just me? I mean, the lighting should be like the same as it always was, but like, if it's like the monitor maybe, or like some other shit. I don't know. Oh, anyway, Limbus started, so it should be all good, right?
전부 자러 들어갔다고 방심하지 마라. 파도는 낮과 밤을 가리지 않으니 눈 크게 뜨고 잘 지켜보라고.
Okay, we can do like the daily extracts, right? And get nothing. Nice. And last one. I have like 50 on Hangul, like crazy stuff. Yay, nothing.
전부 자러 들어갔다고 방심하지 마라. 파도는 낮과 밤을
Okay,
가리지
don't you do anything else? Like, I mean, this shit happened. It's gonna be like my 1 month of Limbus gaming. Yeah, yesterday I guess. I mean, it's already a month because like I think I bought the pass like 3 or 4 days in playing Limbus or something like that. So I am playing Limbus for a month. Right, so yeah. It's like too bad that you like can't really zoom out and see the like the whole stage map and whatnot. That would be like pretty cool, like if they allowed you to do this. To kind of like, I don't know, scroll around, but not really do anything with Doom and stuff like that.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
Very good though. Now, the bad blood. Is the microphone? I think it should be like this, right? Do you even have the sound? I forgot. I should check it. It's like too bad that you like. Okay, do I have the sound? It's pretty good. Now, now the blood fiends who want to hurt humans have all been driven underground. Only they can hurt it. Righteous blood fiends remain on the surface. They made a pinky promise with humans that they won't covet human blood anymore. They'd live peacefully, happily ever after together. Because what's better than peace, right? But look, the bad, no good blood fiends are crawling back up to the surface again, sneaking, slithering up to drink human blood. I mean, this kind of reminds me of like BioShock for some reason, like BioShock 2. Now I want to play BioShock. Also, like, why there is no like completely automatic battle system in Limbus? I mean, you can press like win rate button, but why there is no like auto win rate or something? You can pause and unpause the battle. I never like actually noticed that stuff. Crazy.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
너희의 목표, 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
적합한 조치였습니다.
What's like auto coin toss? Like, what's that?
점 찍었네.
What will happen like if I do that? What will happen? Oh, I need to like actually like press manually to for like for the coins to. Oh, funny stuff, funny stuff. Yeah, we're turning that back on.
완성되었나? 제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다, 딴테.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
우수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
꿰뚫려라.
I did turn it on, like, yes.
그렇게 했을 테지.
I want it back.
이만하면 훌륭하고요.
기도해라. 술밥이 터졌나?
We just killed like 6 of them. Oh, we can use like this one. Yeah, let's go.
떨거좀 잘라낸다.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 그래 그렇게 화물이 피어나고
Okay, how much damage does it have? I don't remember like ever using Merkala in like a not an MD dungeon. I mean, 500 damage is like pretty alright, I guess.
저 수감자는 기억해두겠습니다, 단테.
Actually, I wanted to say like single player instead of like story mode. I don't know why, but it's kind of what was on my brain
잘라낸다.
for a second.
아류탄초 경영육수 찢겨라. 기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다. 담겨있지.
Okay, doing great so far.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도
Oh yeah,
순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다.
event stuff.
가릴 것 없이 마음.
Actually, do we even need something from there? Like, I guess I only need like the banners and stuff. Okay. Can I have tire? No, yeah, I still need like 30 of those.
카니발 타임.
I think I actually like, should go like and get myself some water. Human friends, we're scared that the big bad scary bloodfiends might come back to hurt them again. Spending every hour of the night trembling in fear of no good bloodfiends, not getting even a wink of rest. And you know how important sleep is to skin maintenance. But sleep cycle is leading is leading cause of hair loss and various skin conditions.
맞는 말이긴 해.
Hey, she's got a point. That's when the fixer, righteous and just, comes with an idea most ingenious. What if, and I mean really, what if you could create a place in which humans and bloodfiends may coexist in a happy harmony? There, the kind of bloodfiends will protect humans from evil bloodfiends, while humans will voluntarily share their blood with the kindly bloodfiends. Isn't that really an idea most ingenious? Yet, it is an impossible task. How can humans coexist with bloodfiends, those villains who have naught but the base craving for human blood in their craving hearts? Well, it's only natural that such grand, impressive ideas would be met with some resistance. But a great leader is often flanked by capable vessels, I guess, help them realize their ambitions. And soon, the Manchaland was born. The Manchaland, where smiles of joy blew. The Manchaland, where everyone can dream free. Look around. Look around, all. Look at the smiling bloodfiends, giving you tooth to green. I don't like her talking about like skin, like what the fuck skin? I was like the sleep cycle that gives you like good skincare and shit. Yeah, you actually need to like sleep somewhat, maybe. Sometimes.
나라도 그렇게 시원하게 처리해야 할 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게
I should really like try myself to like get at least like 6 hours of sleep daily, because that unfortunately doesn't really happen. Okay,
부수적인 효과를
I'll let them clash and I'll go like get some water and stuff.
작살엔
I don't know. I'll be back soon.
집념이 담겨 있지. 보았나? 저건 이렇게
안에
빅리가 한다. 엎드리자.
적합한
산소류 평을 오고 라샹.
삐뚤어졌구려. 골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
Why did I haven't like turned off like the lights? It just kind of like happened on like instinct and shit. It was like I was still playing like to come back anyway. Weird stuff.
합격장.
내 피부는
I got them like tangled up again. Like what?
골치 아픈 것들이
I was just like untangling them. And they're like now all back messed up. How does this even happen?
한 놈도 남지 않을 지금을 기억한다. 쉴 데는 없다.
골치 아픈 것들이
Okay.
조각이 되었군요.
How many do we have? Okay, it's like the last.
성과입니다.
It's the last 4 of them. I should have used like Narcala though. Whatever.
위험을 가진 제대로 무너져.
내 피분수
Oh my. Do you see that the one thing that's missing from the perfect Manchaland? Okay. What's that? Blimey. How long is she going to yammer on for? Unpleasant. Actually underestimating us. Taking our ears off with some nonsense drivel before sending in her minions. Are this an Ancha? Don't think I forgot your replying to us earlier. Oh, really? Do you really not see what's missing? Once you're in a Manchaland, shouldn't one rightly wear something that hits the occasion? I would forget those elegant yet tasteful flamboyant masks. Just like this. This feels much more like a festival now, doesn't it? But we know, we really did those pretty makeovers for our bloodbag friends who escaped Manchaland. Quite the lurid, quite the rudely repugnant habits she has.
뻔한 아름다움을 추구하나.
I can
볼맛이 안 나.
boring sense of beauty. Hardly worthy of my time. And thanks to y'all, the Manchaland found perfection. This squirrel-quilled bloodfiends and humans can now live together in harmony, living in everlasting festivities. The final tally of the bad evil bloodfiends our kindly adventurer has slain is... I got the count somewhere in the middle. Anyways, you sure killed a lot of those big bad blood fiends. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, time to kill more blood fiends. Hello, look, Blaze. Time for war? Time for what? BOP? Like... Hi. Hello. What's BOP like? Oh, it's going fine so far. I was like telling how, for some reason, Manchaland reminds me of like Bioshock 2 somehow. I don't know why, but like for some reason I'm thinking about like Bioshock 2 when I played. You know, like the scenes and the like the radio, I guess. That's your name, our brave adventurer. That is the condition of your adventure. If you are willing to accept these terms, and speak your name to me, thou shalt know that my name is Don Quixote. To use that name, you've gone just as insane as the rest of us. The voice from announcement system briefly fell hesitant. An extended silence followed. Brave Don Quixote, the adventurer, your friends placed first in the bloody in the fantasy bloody shooting range competition. Salutations and congratulations. What shall you be reward? What shall be your reward? Drumroll, please, everyone. Here's a button that opens the path to the finest attraction of all time in Manchaland. The haunted Bloody Mary, the highlight of Manchaland. The frightening challenge that only the bravest of adventurers dare face. So this is the device that leads us to our next destination, huh? This seems a tad too easy, don't it? Just like that. And they even bring the button to you? According to the info board, though, there is only 25% chance of surviving through the first area. The odds aren't great, but they're not terrible either. What really matters, though, is that we made it through. The button's right here. You bought the info? What's that supposed to mean? I was saying that there were more testimonies from survivors than what we heard earlier at the briefing. Wow, you guys are really new to this business. Hugo is voiced by Kim Joo-hoon. Hello, Raina. I guess I need to like pay more attention now.
라만차랜드에서 생존해온 해결사들이 왜 고지곳대로 귀중한 정보들을 하나 협회에게 제공하겠어요?
Yeah, I know like that part. I actually like watched some like parts of his stream. But I can't like recognize the voice really. You just think that the fixers who managed to survive the Manchaland would just fork over their precious intel to the Han Association? Oh, of course not. They sell important intel like that to just a few people who's got the cash and the interest. They also told me that to activate the device in Area 1, you have to kill all the blood fiends in that attraction and place first in the leaderboard. And you need to tell us this. Why? Well, I just thought we need some time to build the trust between us before I started sharing things. So like, is this guy actually like not useless? I mean, doesn't really like help like kill any blood fiends, but sharing the intel and stuff. Get it? I bet that the intel wasn't cheap to come by. Yeah, totally. Has your mission ever gone this smoothly before? So we'll press this button and our job's down here? That is suspicious how easy this was. But what can we do? Not press it? We're being optimistic. At least we should be able to get out of Area 1 now and join the others. Consider that information regarding blood fiends and blood bags is rare to come by for the public. With someone unfamiliar, the particulars of battling blood bags participating in this competition may have been difficult to place first in the leaderboard. That's also true, I suppose. Hey, what other information are withholding from us? Spit it out. What more trust do we need? What is short Hugo practically threatening him? There are all the emphasis on the word trust. That's there are 3 bloodfiends here that we've got to avoid at all costs. Fixers call them overseer bloodfiends. If you want a better chance of survival, avoid them, or so they say. There is one in each area, but hey, it didn't say anywhere in the terms and conditions of the contracts had to kill them too. They don't have anything to do with eradicating the Manchaland. After all, probably. The point is, we should try to steer clear of those monsters. Just hit the button and book it. I can't well bring myself to do such a thing. Oh, Fixer. You can't? The innocent visitors to this terrible place suffer still, do they not? Thus, the only path of righteousness that remains for us is to defeat all 3 bloodfiends, those beasts who wash over their slaughterhouse, and have them pay for their crimes. Holy smokes, aren't you guys going to try to talk her out of this insanity? She's a friend, isn't she? But Verity would have tried if I thought there was a snowball chance in hell of convincing her. Hark! Show thyself, thou wicked bloodfiend. No, I, Don Quixote, shall vanquish thee. So, is there anything you can tell us about what these 3 bloodfiends look like? That caused me to favor the goddess masks. How fun! How fun! This is the most fun I've had all week. Apparently their masks stand out for being extremely gaudy. Let's have a pretty gaudy smell of blood as well. Shiva's Don Quixote, friends. My sight ain't like it used to be. And there she is. Ask which one of you is this Don Quixote who came first place in this attraction of mine. Hello? Her mask. Just answer my question, and I'll let the rest of you press the button and head on over to the next area. As long as you tell me which one of you is Don Quixote. She's right here. I mean, she would probably have told herself about it. I mean, this guy being pretty ready here. If I say so myself, you know. He shouted from the top of his lungs, just as Don Quixote began to speak. The speed with which he called her out her name was in striking contrast with his previous slow, reluctant attitude. Well, can I press the button now? Users who activated a device gets 1.5 times the rate when calculating the eradication reward. Try pressing the button now. Yosha swung her absurdly sharp scabbard, chopping off his wrists with blood and speed. Young Yosha, whatever has thrown down to put thy steel against the flesh of a compatriot. Never accepted that idiot as my compatriot. Quixote, I was trying to sell you out. Barely yet. I smelled treachery the moment I saw him. I waited, curious if he would demonstrate even an ounce of creativity when pulling off that act. But this is tired, meek, and cliché. I can't stand the lack of originality. So, you just let him do his thing? If it was interesting? How did you know? I was going to kill him myself. I mean, how could let someone scruffy and slovenly press the button in our area, of all places? So, where's the Don Quixote? The Don Quixote who won my game? Indeed, 'tis I. Well then, how did you win? I've rescued numerous innocents. and held my path through sources of villains to vanquish a curse such as thee. But before art thou so giddy? I'm just so happy, you know. So, how do you like the game? Mine's a favorite, isn't it? I was going to add a few more decorations here and there, maybe some free lace, but I ran out of time. You see, these bloodbags can change themselves. I have to dress each and every one of them myself. Anything too complicated just isn't sturdy enough to stay on. Incredible grind, I'll confess. I'm not here to play their games. I have arrived here to eradicate this terrible place that taketh place, that taketh people, the Manchaland, to slay its villains slithering within. Okay, but why aren't you wearing the outfit I made for you? How discourteous of you. If you wanted to hang out in my area, you should have made yourself a little more presentable than this. But it's just me, or does it sound like their conversation isn't connecting at all with each other's? Yeah, she's nuts. Let's put her out of her misery. Ishmael, it's not a whale, relax. But I do agree with her though. It's not that you look great in a can dress and boots with ribbons. Oh, I'll make you look so pretty. I mean, the music though, it's pretty chill. Ah, it's time. Okay. This should be good. I think. What's like the dubstep part? Hello, ma'am, 31. I like this part better than the dubstep one. Or like she has like the same. She has like blood fees and stuff, like just as we have. Or like it's basically like her kit, right? Like they're kind of the same. She's trying like to kill like her variant. Well, the attacks go to her. For some reason, like she really hates her, like.
떨거지면 잘라낸다.
I mean, we're kind of doing great so far. At least I kind of learned to like not press win rate on boss battles. Like it was like the hardest part of all of this.
뒤에서 당신을 관리자로 정한
승리로 이끌.
합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
I mean, also like the blood fiends are probably like pretty overkill for what? I mean, they're all kind of 4, right? It tries to kill her, like what? Why her? Does she hate like Barber that much? I mean, can't really like save her from like all the decks, so that will do, I guess.
아류탄초 경연듯이 찢겨라.
합격장. 직접 싸워보질 않았어. 그게 효과적일 것이라고 생각.
I mean that doesn't count because like because of the what do you call it? The aggro.
위에 제시해야 수 있겠어.
I think like if Gregor like didn't have the aggro, it would like go towards her again. Cause like why not? I think we can just press win rate at this point. Like we're gonna win anyway. She's like at minus 40 sanity, and my blood fiends are already buffed. So yeah, she's done for.
그간의 전투 경험이 있어.
나를 보호해라. 승리로 이끌.
적합한 조치.
Win rate gaming.
갈라지도록.
I mean, my ult is one, so like my barber is better.
먹을 것들을 사들고
잘라낸다.
이런 부수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
I mean, kill her already, like. Okay, she killed herself. Okay, sure, no problem. It's all good for me. Hey, it reminds me. How rude of me not to say hello to our visitors, right? The mask.
예의를 차려야 하는데.
Have to be cautious. It's impossible to wear a mask in front of our guests. The face hidden behind the mask was bloody and mangled, to the point where it felt wrong. Look at her face in that state.
아니야, 보지 마. 그런 눈으로 보지 마.
Don't look! Don't look at me like that! Like, what's it with her face, like? It's just kind of like some kind of disease, like, or like. And there are vampires, they can like regenerate and shit now. The vampires like starting to have skin problems.
차라리 나를 죽이려면
You're going to kill me. At least kill me with my mask on, please. I know you will. I know you will. Put a little favor between you and me. That fiend's unmasked eyes glowed intensely at Don Quixote as she pleaded. As Don Quixote stood there, stunned by the sheer intensity of the screeching blood fiend, a slow voice began to echo from the void.
원래 이발사는 더 예쁘고
The barber used to enjoy wearing cuter, prettier masks. But like it was like sewn around, but like, I mean, you can see like the stitches here. But like they're vampires, like even if it's like sewn around their face, I mean, it would still regenerate. No, like it would just keep the. I don't know. I'm not good like on vampire like biologics, you know. The barber used to enjoy wearing cuter, prettier masks, something with more charm, more elaborate design.
이런 투박하고 무서운
She thought these terrifying rough masks
겁만 줄
only served to scare people.
얼굴을 가린 만
Perhaps
더
she believed that it was only fair that she wore a prettier mask, now that her face was shrouded.
저자도 가면을 쓰고
That
있으니
individual is wearing a mask as well.
주의할 필요가 있어.
Executive manager must stay alert.
관리자 혈기는 구역당 한 명이라고
But
했는데
isn't there just one overseer, blood fiend, for every area?
다른 구역을
Maybe
담당하는
he's from a different area, but why would he?
혈기지만
Should have gotten more intel out of the traitor before he betrayed us. Shit. I mean, like, they didn't kill him though, like, I think Ryoshi only, like, cut off his, like, wrists and stuff. He should probably be alive, like, somewhere here. Lying around, like, I don't know. Shit, much in it? Two big, weak blood fiends right by the entrance. Seriously? Certainly. It appears to me that you are all rather spent
여기 이발사
from the struggle against the barber here.
그럼
Then,
이렇게 하는
allow me to make a proposition.
당신은 수많은
You have gone there
하고
and back again on all kinds of adventures. Yet I'm but a mere guide, a greeter here at Manchaland, a place of blossoming smiles and dreams. So, I will gladly open the path for you. Should you promise to tell me about your wonderful adventures, that you may find the prize you seek? So, you may not lose your way this time. What? However, if that is not what you seek, well, why else would you be slaughtering scores of blood fiends here now? The masked blood fiend is blue. Suddenly appeared here. Was clearly speaking to Don Quixote. And only Don Quixote.
본인이 다 말하기에는
Forsooth,
입 아플 정도로
many a great adventure have I undertaken. So many that to recount them all would perish my throat before the tale's end. Yet, that trickery shan't fool me. While the treasure is of great force, my true purpose here is to vanquish wicked blood fiends such as thee. I, Don Quixote, compromise with villains.
그럴 줄 알았어.
I had a feeling you would say that,
하지만 그러면 안 돼요.
but that won't do.
당신은 모두
You have to share it with everyone. The most wondrous adventures of yours. The masked blood fiend raises his staff. Don Quixote's mouth shuts, as though supernatural power was forcing its will on her movements. In that bizarre silence, her eyes shimmer quietly.
피분수가 폭죽보다도 높이 솟아올랐어. 아니야, 이렇게
Okay.
붙어있으면 안 돼. 아름다움을 잃지 않게.
So what's like with the eyes?
제2 권속으로서의 품위도 피를 머금을 시간이네.
Please, hold on a moment. You can have a good tale without proper backdrop and some music to set the mood. With a quick flick of his staff, the magician rapidly shifts and warps everything around us. Episode 1, in which are recounted the most wondrous adventures of Don Quixote. Huh? What the hell? Golden Bar Resonance? Recall the days of adventure you once lived. Indeed, I have faced countless perils, anemones in my tales of adventures. How about we share a few select adventures you found particularly memorable? Let everyone see your grand exploits in plain sight. How about this tale then? Let's call it The Hallowed Adventures of Don Quixote. The Night of the White Moon. The Night of the White Moon? Is that who you really are? Of course not. I must apologize for my delayed introduction. My name is Sanson. I'll be your guide. Your visit here at Manchaland, the Night of the White Moon, is nothing more than a role play. The Night of the White Moon? How do I look? Close enough, would you say? You seem quite peeved that such a role would go to someone such as myself. Well then, I have another actor present here to play this character. A little green, a little incomplete, but still with a sign of great potential. I give this role of the night. I give this role of the Night of the White Moon to you. Sinclair? Me? Sinclair held his forehead for a moment, then looked at his changed appearance in confusion. But that didn't last. Even Sinclair's gotten quiet, like something's controlling his mind. It appears that they have become like actors on stage. As long as that individual is talking, they cannot break character. Is this safe? The parish Sergeant River, tales of which have been told only through legends. Only the night of the White Moon knew the path to finding it. Don Quixote was merely going as directed by the night. Excuse me. The trio can't forget our dear Rocinante. Each had a very distinct sound of footsteps as well. The night, an experienced yet relaxed gait. Rocinante, a stoic yet powerful stride. And you, stumbling hither and thither. It is a deep place where no one dares tread. The deepest part of the city, once challenged by countless adventures, knights and fixers. A quiet, terribly tranquil place, kept only by the floating nebula. Don't have a little further to venture. Once you find the river, I will guide you to the place. It will be your residence henceforth. An abandoned lighthouse where no one visits. Please, make that place your home. The night has given our hero a place to live. What a kindly night. Such love friendship brings tears to my eyes. Very well, then I trust thee to lead the... No. We don't have a line here. What was that, one must wonder? Was it the excitement? The anticipation that got your tongue? Well, not the most exciting start to an adventure, was it? Let's keep things interesting. Shall we move on? Episode 1, which treats Don Quixote's encounter with the bandits. Shit, can't move.
이 연극의 끈에서
There is an observable method by which we may escape the flow of this stage play. We don't have a choice in the matter, then let's at least pay attention to it. Thinking back, never actually given much attention to Don Quixote's stories before. We considered them to be ridiculous, too tiring to listen to. I could think of 1,000 different excuses. I came up with to avoid having to listen to her stories. Let's pay attention to Don Quixote's story for once. Her story we never knew.
이 모험은
In this tale,
돈 키호테가 이뤄낸
we look at but one of many
모험 중
adventures of Don Quixote.
위대한 모험가
Through the journey,
돈 키호테.
the great adventurer Don Quixote visited many villages,
양떼 목장
and eventually the adventurer arrived at the village of shepherds.
양떼 목장 마을.
Village of shepherds, indeed.
그 마을은
Upon my arrival,
정확하게도
I could see plainly that the village was routinely terrorized by a band of highwaymen and raiders. Barely, I could see the palpable fear born on the faces of the villagers. Thus, I inquired one of them to learn of what plagued them so.
맙소사.
Oh my, must be the brave and famous adventurer Don Quixote. Please, deliver us from pain, my lord.
이럴 수가.
I lack for all. The wicked caitiffs, the bandits, fell upon thy village. I, Don Quixote, shall not pass this plain villainy and bullying unanswered. Worry thee not, for I promise thee and all there is, that I shall rout the no good bandits from thy village. But there is too many for you to defeat on your own, dear adventurer. And let such fear plague their mind, for there are no adventurers in which I, Don Quixote, have not prevailed. Wouldst thou not agree? Hold on.
잠깐만요.
Hold on a minute.
뭔가 이상하지
Something
않아요?
feels off, doesn't it?
무엇이
Ah,
무슨 말이오?
though, Dove? Odd? Can't read it. Oh, I mean, the first one is like odd. Like, the second one is like Dove. Odd Dove? Yeah. It's like. One second, I need to like Google the app real quick. I'm having like a little. Well, I guess like odd like means nothing. And does like dove. Odd dove? I guess what like she said again?
자꾸 누구한테 말을 거시는 걸까요?
I mean, something feels off, doesn't it?
용맹한 말 로신한테?
Also, it's like does anything, but like okay, I get it now, but still. What have you been talking to? The Knight of the White Moon? Or your brave steed, Rocinante?
그것은
Well, plainly,
로신한테
must be
아니겠는가?
Rocinante.
본인은
Many
로신한테와
adventurers
함께
have
여행을 다녔지.
braved alongside Rocinante,
무엇과도
friend
바꿀 수
and a
없는
compatriot whom I shan't trade for anything in the world.
그렇지 않은가? 로신한테
Dost thou not agree, dear Rocinante?
맞아요, 동족이.
Look at his like right like hoof, it's like his bug arm. This is so funny. Like, I don't know. Yes, your worship, Don Quixote. Correct.
자기
You
지금 말도
just
안
turn
되는
into a
거야?
horse.
자,
I know.
모험담에
Let's try to focus on this adventure,
그러지 않으면
shall we?
부족대가 너무
Otherwise, Don Quixote is brave. An adventurer as this Harry may be, cannot fight over this whole herd of bandits all alone. Gregors, yeah. I mean, he was like a bug. Now he's a horse. Like, what next? I mean, he evolves, I guess. somewhere.
그 말대로 부족한
Indeed.
수가 너무 많았지. 마을
There were too many of them.
사람들이
The fight was battle was difficult.
싸움이었다.
Just as the villagers had feared. This plan succeed, your worship?
아니면
Their plan does suggest, dear Rosinante. Oh, well, I don't have a plan or anything. I don't know as much about the ways of adventure as you do, Don Quixote.
나답게 행동하게
I shall stand as myself, that is, when
않는 것 말일세.
precisely myself, Rosinante. That is to say, that I stand without fear. Still, can you see that we are terribly outnumbered? Not that to back down is not to flee, but one must know when to stop, or stride when, when danger outpaces hope.
저런 로시난
Shame.
돈키호테만
It seemed that Rosinante was not as brave as Don Quixote, not very compliant for yours, or a pair of running shoes.
말
He on thee, Rosinante, hold thy tongue. Not the airs I have lived and places I have visited. I'm yet to know a pair of running shoes as rebellious as thee. Hast thou not spied enough of my courage to fight them? Then I, Don Quixote, shall prove it to thee this instant, Rosinante. Thus I, Don Quixote, leapt into the fray, the likes of which have not been seen before or thereafter. Flee not, ye devious caitiffs. Shouting so, I stepped and stepped and stepped with all my strength behind the lance. Yeah, I think maybe like butchering a bit her voice.
당신을
I don't know, like
관리하는 데 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠지. 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
저놈을
맛이 나는
쏟아내라.
일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 방법이지.
꿰뚫려라.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴데 적합한
this prize though, like that's like pretty stylish. Can you like always make it like zoomed out? Is there a way to like always have like maximum zoom here? Yeah, like who's the real monster here?
상담은 나중으로 하지. 지금은 그럴 여유.
고귀하게
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있다. 쏟아내라.
I mean,
골치 아픈 것들이
they should like make like a zoom setting like so it's like always like maxed out. Cause like why would you even like have it like this? Like you can't see like anything. I mean, isn't like that like more convenient? It's like, I mean, I'm still pressing like win rate, but
잘라낸다.
when I'm not, it's not really that good for me.
합격장.
영원히 잠들어라. 단순해서 좋고
Okay, last 3 bandits here.
좋은 성과를 잡고 돌아온다면 달고 잡고 준비해두지.
아득한 식성에서 찌꺼.
완성되었다.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
결과적으로
Eventually,
전멸하여
I managed to
그 마을을
body purge the village of bandits and return the peace to where it belongs.
동키호테님,
Quixote, your bush,
저희 마을을 지켜주셔서
thank you for
너무
protecting our village.
감사해요.
How may we
이를
repay this
어떻게
great
갚죠?
favor?
마을 사람들은
The villagers spoke of the reward for this brave adventure.
당연한 일이었지.
Of course they did. Expecting a reward for a job done well was the most natural thing indeed. After all, Who would do such a difficult work for no pay?
괴념치 마시게나.
Don't need, my good lady. There is no need at all. I've merely done my duty as a righteous fixture.
아니,
Why?
어떠한 대가도
For truth,
받지 않고
you helped us for free,
도와주시지
without
않고요?
expecting any compensation.
안 받고요.
Forsooth, for that, it's the duty of a fixer. And yet,
좀 도와주고 싶다면
if thou
말이지.
truly wishes to help, then I don't have to ask thee.
무엇이든
Of course,
말씀하세요.
anything for you, brave adventurer.
그것은 말이요.
That is,
대단한
it is
것은 아니요.
not that very important, of course. It is. Huh?
그럼
But
보수는
how could we repay you? We don't have much money.
돈이 없어서 네가 신고 있는 그
Running shoes look like they fetch a nice price.
무슨 소리예요?
Yeah, and they
돈을 받고
kept on
의뢰를
door.
하지 않는다네.
Just is based on promise of capital.
그래도
Still,
뭐
if thou
좀
truly wishes to help, then to the memory. What's that, Don Quixote?
이런 무대가
Could have a dead silence on the stage. Let's keep things moving and get on to the next tale, shall we? It's like the force like wall break was like head on to the next stage, and you go to like the level select screen.
나지 않을 거다. 그러니 가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔. 그게 우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
오늘도 부디 정신을 유지할 수 있기를.
Episode 3, in which it's recounted the matter of Don Quixote and the helmet.
돈키호테의 모험은
This continues the adventure of Don Quixote. What relic of a terror is it? Is it even real? What if those bastards were lying to us?
그럴 리는
Nah,
없다네.
it cannot be true. But they would not lie. They're a better deliverer. I'm certain the relic is near.
뭔가를
The bear are clearly searching for something.
과연 이들이
But pray, what might that be?
지나가는 나그네요.
I beseech thee, fellow traveler of the road, dost thou know? What about the local tale of a noble knightly helm? The absolutely incandescently resplendent Mambrina? Okay, I remember like that like old is like anything, so it's like they don't know anything about the local tale. I mean those words I kinda know, but I don't really practice like the pronunciation of them. You're looking for that? Psst. What about helmet? Yeah. That's like my reaction here. I want to go up that little hill over yonder, walk along the trail, all the way into the cave, and keep going, deeper till you find out. At least that's what folks say out here, my lord. Very well, and I shall march to that cave, with haste. Master Rocinante and I adjourned to the cave in search of that legendary helm. It wasn't easy, forsooth. One of the trials that which dared to stand in our path was a big scary bear. I missed the bear sprite.
사람까지 잡아먹는 곰인가 보구나.
Behold, dear Rocinante, that creature there must be a man-eating bear, the tales of which we have heard so much. Okay, another complaint about Project Moon. So there is no way to make it like display full text automatically. So I kind of have to like always click it, so like kind of displays the text. But some of the scenes they just have like sprite and no text, like the bear one, like grrr. So like click and it just switches to the next one. Which is kind of weird, but like I think it's like the most basic stuff. Lots of like visual novels that you have an option for the text to be shown. I mean, is there a way to like write it instantly though? I don't see it. I mean, but like the auto buttons will just like switch it for me automatically. I mean, I don't need that. I mean, I want like all the text to appear when I click like here. See, like it's like going like this.
좀 열받는데.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cute though. I feel like I'm gonna be in this setup. It's pissing me off.
아니 그러니까.
Listen, you saw it, it's curve. Yeah.
으르렁.
Or whatever he said. I like he's like for some reason being so like I don't know shy about it. I think like Heathcliff of all people who can like actually I don't know roar or some shit. Yes, but I mean some visual novels like have an like instant text mess like option.
보입니다.
I'm beholding it.
이번에도
How do I try it? Like you always do. Verily, a mere beast such as that bear shouldn't match our strength.
위에서 당신을
Why doesn't like
요청한데
this bear has like a Heathcliff sprite? I mean, that would be so funny. Like I'm disappointed.
기대하겠습니다.
I'm disappointed. Where's my Heathcliff sprite?
고귀하게.
저놈을 추적해.
I also think like making the option to like instantly show the text should be like pretty easy for them. I don't think it's gonna be like that hard, to be honest.
전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴데 적합한 조치였습니다.
It is people. How fearsome. Or like tell us like what it actually does. Not really. Not really. Oh, that's kind of funny, I guess.
총원 불격.
Yeah, the music is nice. It's pretty relaxing.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지. 보았나? 저건 이렇게 진리가졌다. 우리의 확.
Okay, the bear is gone now.
그렇게 우리는 곰을 물리치고
Thus we vanquished the bear and claimed the fabled helm of Umbrinars. Really? A bear?
그런 거 마음만 먹으면
Obliterate that poor animal in less than 3.
그렇게 시시하게 끝내는
Please.
것보다는
Where's the fun in that? We shall battle this fell beast like from the books.
책에서도
How? Do you think these stories are actual adventures of Don Quixote? It's Don Quixote. The ones have truly given her a chance to regale us their tale of his adventure. Shouldn't only talked about the adventure of other fixers,
아니면
or she would persistently nag us about our own adventures. Not sure. Let's keep listening.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다. 그리고
Okay, now the real question. Is the bear is like an actual bear or like an abnormality bear?
어떻게 된 거야? 나도 모르게 머릿속에서 이야기가 흘러나왔어.
Yeah. The most Dante moment. What's happened? Just started saying like the lines. Like I've known them by heart. It's like we were almost hypnotized by something. And it felt so real, as though we were really there. Now this sounds absurd, but I clearly remember transforming into a horse, then a pair of running shoes somehow. I was still myself up here. Strange. Oh, wonderful was that story, hmm? I like this one much more than the juvenile, naive story of peace and happiness between humans and blood fiends that this place has to tell. Where did you place that precious helm? I had such a precious artifact myself. I would be wearing it on my head every single day. Tragically, the helm will fit my head. I had no choice but to leave it in my warehouse. Most likely. Shame, shame. Why did you not why did you not keep a close eye on something so important? Something I had to go through so much to claim. You might regret the bond of it someday. As much as I would like to hear what comes next, it seems to be where I bid you all adieu. I will open the entrance to Area 2 as promised. I'm sure there aren't any other blood fiends who are as honest about their promises as I am. Wicked blood fiends, how dare! Because rage resumed just as the story ended, but she was still stuck in place as though the tail hadn't left her body just yet. How exciting. What details shall greet you in the next area, I wonder? Well then, I hope you enjoy Manchaland's next area, or righteous adventurer of justice, Don Quixote. What was that? It wasn't golden bar resonance, was it? It felt slightly different. No idea what he did to us, but we all have the frozen place, though we were all collectively hypnotized. It wasn't like this when we entered Isang's phantoms, right? Quite. We could then about how that it was merely a reenactment of a tale, the pre-written script were right of our own volition. Maybe it has something to do with that blood fiend's special ability. Maybe that he took advantage of the Manchaland's golden power resonating with a certain sinner among us, and inserted his own power there to cause this phenomenon. We should probably steer clear of that blood fiend. Faust. We can't continue this story. We shouldn't. I didn't have the courage to tell them what I've been thinking this whole time. That Don Quixote, the hero of the story in which you vanquished the bandits and protected an innocent village. Don Quixote whose eyes twinkled with sheer excitement. At the thought of taking down the Manchaland, will eventually be forced to spew before every sinner that she is a second kindred blood fiend. However, Dante, blood fiend have given us the sleep. Alas, we have dealt a fatal blow against one of them, and managed to activate the device we had intended to assess. It is a very successful mission thus far, I say. Just back to her usual energetic self. There comes a time where one must awaken from their dream. But Faust's answer will be pointing towards something else. Once the button was pressed, a low rumble emanated from around us. And a large passageway slowly emerged before us, like a gargantuan parts of a great machine, ponderously clicking into place. Let us hasten to the subsequent canto of this epic. Nay, tease me not. Grasp me not though my venture is one of our fools. You've already explained that you do not know of true adventure. Shall soon walk a path of suffering. Its intensity unprecedented and monumental. Yeah. Reading his heart. Do I see the grand gate of adventure rising, unlatched before us? Thus, silence you breathly and resume the preparations. Let us leave with haste. This is quite odd, however. Since when was Rosinante given the gift of speech? We had our reservations. We took the path Sanson opened for us and made it to the next area. I worried about Zichun and the other fixers. They were assigned area 2, right? I hope they are alright. Zichun will be okay, I'm sure. Oh, it reminds me, I have a funny family joke to share. Let's hear it. It goes like this. Any of our siblings who managed to survive on their own up to the age of 13 in our household will probably be okay, even if they were to be tossed out in the middle of the outskirts. Okay, we should hurry. But Area 2 just as bad, if not worse, than Area 1. If something bad were happening to our sister in front of your eyes, then we'll gather her remains and lay them in her final resting place when we return home. Whenever that may be. Zichun would have done the same for me. Yeah. Anyway, isn't this place a bit drafty, fellas? This place feels very different from Area 1. Like Area 1, which was extremely gaudy and overtly decorated. This place is teeming with ominous, depressing silence. Yeah? This place is, how should I put it? It's eerily quiet, almost like spooky even. Wow, hope this is the good kind of quiet. You know, but it's just quiet down here because the fixers who made it here first already took out all the blood fiends. Yeah. I mean, like, it was basically like telling him, like, I mean, if she dies, I guess I have to like bury her or whatever. And Gregor was like, yeah, I'm out of water. It's pretty suffocating to just sit here, not knowing who won the fight. Or if there even was a fight. Let's try to not get added to the 12 missing persons posters. How much time do we have until the Manchaland closes? 5 hours, by my estimation. Nice, nice. I say we're moving into a decent base. Hey, what if we're the first group? What if we're the first group that managed to activate their Ares device? Oh, let's suffer some losses. Losses? I believe we only pruned a traitor in our midst. But it's easily at the back of my mind still. It was not as though we passed the first area by our own will and effort. It was the command of the man in this magician's outfit by which we were made to pass through. Well, it was a pretty weird blood fiend, right? And I couldn't quite tell what it was, but there was something familiar about him. Something familiar. I guess he did seem kinda similar to Resha. The artsy way. Resha quietly let out a cloud of smoke. It briefly lingered midair before turning into bizarre shape. It's cute. Is that a cage-shaped bloom? It's you, weeping and sniveling. An expression of the consequences should you mistranslate me in the future. This place is pretty neat. What is it? Look here on the map. Have an infirmary. Guess injured and right, guess who need a moment to calm down. Any blood fiends who are in urgent need of blood. You can find help here. Isn't that awfully nice of them? They said that Manchaland was intended to be where blood fiends and humans can peacefully, happily coexist. Maybe a long time ago. Truly did work for a while, at least according to the descriptions on this map. Nonsense! Would be an impossible task, most even evidently. Adventure such as this cannot possibly exist in any tale of Don Quixote. A place to coexist with villains? Absurd! The subject, though, remind me of a case whose secret had once resolved. A battle atop a bridge it was, but then the villain suggested a compromise most devious, unlike the one suggested by the wicked ones who inhabit this place. They sought to seduce him with promises of riches and power, have him stand with them. Yet Lord Siegfried refused to bend his knee. He answered their suggestion, spit a mighty sucking against the villain's jaw. To 1 hour edit of the battle. Wasn't it pretty obvious that it was staged? And declared thusly, "Thou shalt make a purchasable product of I, Siegfried, with thy contemptible money." He fired off his super special laser beam cannon. The villain.
자, 모두 여기에 집중하도록.
Imagine like brain rolling like during the middle of a mission, like like dead blood fiends everywhere, like blood everywhere, and Don Quixote like being like, come on. What's that? Tension, man. Tell intervention from Otis. Put a stop to Don Quixote's story.
피주머니들의 흔적들이
The remains of blood bags strewn around in close proximity to this attraction.
이름은
It's called, let's see, Haunted Blood Mary.
뭐 유령의
This is
집
one of
같은
those
거네.
haunted mansion attractions.
아, 싱클레어.
Sinclair, do you think these haunted mansions have actual... Right here, there. My parents took me to an amusement park too, okay? So I don't think you can use this to tease me or scare me like...
있냐고 물어보려고
It was a genuine question.
난 놀이공원.
I've never been to an amusement park, you know?
에이,
Sorry.
아니야.
Don't you worry about it.
진짜
So
유령이
do these
나쁜
places actually have ghosts or not? I'm pretty sure they have some pretty cheap looking animatronics. Mannequins at most, at worst. The attraction of that category often admit guests of all ages, including children. They're not the place for you. Supernatural entities such as ghosts inside them. However, they often install various tools and visual effects to stimulate fear responses in their guests. Yeah, these are usually family attractions.
가족이나 형제는
Where's your family? Your siblings? I never had anyone. Not even on the day I was born. I've only known the cold, the loneliness.
그렇다면
Then let me
더 이상 죽고 싶지 않아.
grant you the will to live.
너에게 영원히
The family
가족을 줄
shall grant you will forever be by your side. Come with me.
카니발 타임.
유령의 집은 오랜만이네요. 다시 온다면
Been so long to visit one of these haunted mansions. Last time I was at a place like this. I thought when the next time came, I'd be here with my family again. Not all on my own like this.
혼자라니
On your own? Come on, kiddo. You're here with your coworkers. Coworkers. We're kinda like family, innit?
잡담은 거기까지.
Have chit-chat, everyone. Direct your attention to the floor. There's something there.
역시
Yes, there are numerous signs of battle, just as expected. Stench, this miasma of red fills my lungs. It's been some time since the battle took place. Nobody here appears to be a fixer who participated in our ongoing mission. Or maybe they all been turned into bloodbags and are shambling through the haunted mansion. But it's probably better to not share that kind of thought here. There's blood everywhere. Welcome you all. My heart I welcome you all with all my heart, dear guests. The haunted Bloody Mary. The portrait, from which the voice was echoing from the wall, was torn in half. What we could deduce from the remaining part of the portrait, it was likely a depiction of the king of this castle, or at least that was the story it tried to convey. It's all torn up and extrapolated from the torn patterns. It was intended to be displayed in its current targeted form. You find ourselves in the castle of an ancient, once prosperous kingdom that has long fallen ruin. Now, we must explore every corner of this dreaded castle to unveil the true secrets of the old kingdom. Please note, there are several installations. The explicit purpose of inducing fear. If you have a heart condition or cannot handle horror very well, please reconsider partaking in this expedition.
그렇다는데
So he says. Verily, I have no such fear in my heart. Excuse me so slightly, Don Quixote. Can you let go of my arm, please? Sancho, Your Grace, if you have something you would like to tell me, please come closer and... Mr. Lang, you say? I see. The fire of courage light your way in this adventure of gold, bone-chilling fear. The room must start somewhere around here. There's gotta be where the bloodfiends used to hide to shock their guests. And look, that ceiling panel's slightly ajar. That's probably where... Head smartasses can keep their mouths shut. Stop explaining things. Bloody hell! She was right. I don't understand that they're a form of carrying Bloody Mary, spoken to scare, knowing that's going to happen. Why can't you just be a good guest? Sorry, you're not just that nice. I'm just not that nice. You're just going to let it through, which is really getting on my nerves.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는
Eerie bloodbag.
기대하고 있겠습니다.
Yeah, whatever.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면
이 작살에 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지. 터졌나?
단순해서 좀
떨겨서 잘라낸다. 꿰뚫려라.
답결에 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일처리 빠르게 하는 편이 더 답답한 그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없지. 일단 기세야 완성되었나 좋지였습니다.
It's kinda easy so far. Is like Canto 8 gonna be that easy also?
기세가 수그러진 저놈을 쫓게.
어머니 장가 제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 있는 것이 아닙니다. 일단 보수적인 효과
아륙한 고통의 팔씨 갈라지도록.
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요.
Oh, I kinda don't know, like, you should be happy, like, or disappointed. It's kinda that easy. Because like, I was kinda expecting Limbus, like, being a gacha game and all, to be, like, pretty hard, so they would, like, force you to, like, level up and stuff. But it's actually, like, pretty easy, I would say.
상부의 지신지라.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다. 그러니 가릴 것 없이 마음껏
Okay, we're running out of caffeine.
우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
그럼 여기 있는
Right then.
혈균들은 다
That's
처리된
what
거구나.
the blood fiends here. Was that the last of the blood fiends here? This was victory in our favor. No, there is more. Crumbling rats inside that coffin. Like even more so of shame. He opened the coffin and ashes singled it out. Holy shit. And several blood fiends came tumbling out. Look who's talking. Risha, can you see through bottles by any chance? I can smell their dirty cowardice. I mean, she has like those like sharingans or like whatever, those red eyes. Did they leave?
누구를 말하는 건가요?
What do you mean by they? The monsters who came to hunt us. Those bastards going around smashing our rides and attractions.
누구인지 알 것 같아요.
I think I know what we're talking about.
그분은 무사히
Did they
안으로
make it
가셨나요?
safely past this attraction? Probably.
제대로 보지 못한 건가?
You didn't get a look at them? We had no choice. Our roles were to jump out and scare people during the banquet with the bloodfiend scene. But instead they put it here because they were even scarier. The visitors used to scream and run when they jump out of these coffins. They really loved it. We even took pictures with them once they were done with the attraction. Hey guys, wanna know something cool? We're running an event where we'll take a free commemorative picture with you for only per 100 milliliters of blood. How's that? How's that? Don't you want to leave a picture of this spooky experience? But 100 milliliters is nothing, right? Just a little trickle of blood with no danger to your health. I even heard that you humans have to draw blood once in a while. Anyway, to renew your blood supply and keep things fresh and healthy. You want to live long, healthy lives, don't you? I bet you do. Hello, CG9. Mate, you serious? No, I'm sorry. I won't drink your blood, not even a drop. I want to be part of that plan anyway. Just wanted to get out of here. That reminds me, I wonder what happened to the one who managed to escape. Should have run away too when I had the chance. It's likely that he's referring to Cassetti. But would outside be any better? You I live hiding in sewers like rats hiding from humans? And wanted that life. But this place is also just so we're corners. There is nothing we can do. Have no options left. It's either die or live a life worse than dying. It's accused cursed La Manchaland. And we're not in dungeon yet, it's like only the I don't know, like 2/3 of the Canto 7. I don't know, I don't think we're gonna do like dungeon today because I kinda need to like sleep today. I wake up early. No more 8-hour streams like it was on Canto 6. Cause like this shit like was insane, like I didn't get any sleep that day. I don't want a repeat of that situation. It was still kind of fun. I don't know. I really enjoyed the story of Canto 7. Oh, sorry, Canto 6. Okay. I mean, how could I? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you were like too busy, like writing MD or something. Or like maybe like I don't know, some IRL stuff that kept you busy.
영원히 잠들어라. 이제야 완성되었나? 이제야 완성되었나? 제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 온 것이 아닙니다.
아류탄초 경영을 지켜라.
기대했었죠.
따뜻해. 그리고
이제야 완성되었나?
Okay. We're doing great so far.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다. 그러니 가릴 것 없.
Hmm? When I do the dungeon, do the all day pass? Like what's that? Like
피를 머금을 시간이네.
okay. Congratulations, your brave adventurers. You have uncovered every secret of the kingdom. This time I'll let you leave. We'll see, I mean. There is a chance I'm going to forget about it, because I have the best memory, but who knows, who knows. You should face such terrors in the world beyond. Remember your bravery here, and triumph for them as you have today. And now, let's give a warm welcome to the Bloodfiends of the attraction Haunted Blood Mary. They'll be here for the spooky scary photo shoot with Bloodfiends. The narration just stopped there. Well, they took care of the Bloodfiends who were supposed to show up on cue, so... makes sense.
아마도 즉
He would have... G-U-H?
직접 나와서
He would have graced us himself, she says. What misfortune. A recluse that might have shed light on the secrets of this tragic kingdom's history has all been pulverized by the guests who passed through before you. These voices change. It wasn't just the audio quality this time, right?
손이라는
Just the voice of that Sansan. Larger Bloodfiend actors who put so much effort into giving you a good surprise have all disappeared as well.
그 악한 자들은 모두 응징했다네.
You have brought righteous judgment upon those. We have brought righteous judgment upon those evil wretches. And the gentleman responsible for that narration. Well, perhaps in place of a photo shoot, it's not in a brief explanation about the secrets of this kingdom. The voice beyond the speaker began with a hint of excitement, though he'd been expecting this situation all along. Or maybe he's expecting something to come of this. Long ago, a lonesome king resided within the towering walls of this great castle. Enduring so many years in such a desolate place bore him down. Lonely morning, silent nights, the king's heart, forever hollow void. So this soul-crushing loneliness drove the king to earn for a family. Desperately. Oh, so desperately. So the king began turning his vision to reality, forging a family of his own, bloodbound, to spend the rest of their lives together, until the end of days. The king's love for his family was bottomless and generous, Soon, the cold, desolate castle became a cozy home, brimming with warm laughter. Yet, perhaps happiness simply isn't a thing that lasts. It was one of those many happy days when a knight, hailing from a faraway kingdom, arrived at the gates of this castle. Knight was a traveler and a wanderer with hundreds of adventures and thousands of tales to tell, collected from hither and thither and yonder beyond the world outside the castle. The king, but his entire life, never set in so much as a foot outside the castle, suggested that the knight recount tales of those adventures to him. The knight, without any reason to refuse this request, said as such, "O honored king, verily I shall regale thee with tales of the worlds I've witnessed, the adventures I've undertaken." Soon, something new, something different began to fill the castle. Tales of thrilling adventures. Some days they would talk of a long voyage at sea, of heroes braving the relentless waves. Some days they would whisper the heartbreaking tragic tales of lovers. Some day they would sing about heroes' perilous encounters with the unyielding monster. And it kept going and going and going, as though the end was an idea alien to them. The king spent days upon days without sleep or rest, lost in the tales of adventures. Soon came to grave realization. His family of blood can find happiness locked within the castle, cannot feel the void in his heart. But the king began to feel the emptiness in the tales of adventures the knight regaled with him with. His deep love for his family started to grow in a different direction, toward adventure, toward the night, and toward the world outside the periphery of his castle. The family thought it wouldn't last. It was all but a fleeting dream, after all, just a brief, silly whim in which he fancied himself, but he was not donning himself, a pair of wretched boots and beauty iron lens. The family waited for the king, their creator, who not gave them love, but bequeathed them the same void of the heart to love them, and lead them again. Yet, for all their waiting, what came thereafter from the king's mouth was bitter to their ears. Let's bring down the walls of this castle. Let's make friends with those outside, declared the king. The family was afraid. To bring down the castle meant their comfortable, familiar and eternal home and nest was to be no more. But the family laughed on the king, and he was evil enough to have him demolish his own castle. But the deed was done, spades in their hands. Yet those who lived outside the castle were far too different from those who lived within. The king's family had to give up so many things: happiness, joy, ecstasy, pleasure, hope, anticipation. They had to give them all up, because otherwise they could not become friends with those outside the castle. The king outlawed happiness from his family, because he believed that he could be happy merely by watching the happiness of others. Those who lived outside the castle blossom. Happiness was something that could be shared. Believing that their happiness could be our own in time, all of our pursuits of happiness were dying as seen. So I ask, why must we repent for our happiness? There's so many mentions of family. What do you suppose he's trying to say? A lot of shit. That's what. Interesting. I wonder if that family ever had true happiness to begin with. Well, everyone else found themselves surrounded speechlessly by this gloomy tale. Anglo didn't hesitate to share his thoughts as though it was just another light-hearted tale. Oh, look, I think the exit over there. Looks like this is where the attraction ends. Yeah, it says something under there. Put a sign on the wall with instructions written in bolded letters. All bloodfins must attend at least one weekly consultation sessions with the priest. Consultation session. Consultations of what kind? And on which subject? One must wonder. Anything, I guess. Or maybe it's like a confession. No, it's clearly not true anymore, but
남한차랜드도
Manchaland must have put in a lot of effort back in the day.
정말
Indeed,
상상을
perhaps they once dreamed of coexistence.
아니,
Hey,
그러겠다니.
nothing but big trickery all.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
Start for blood for a long, long time. Okay.
떨거지는 잘라낸다. 저놈을
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다.
뚫리고 있어.
그간의 전투 경험 결과 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이
무기를 만드는 것만큼 내가 어머니가 뛰어.
빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지. 나라도 그렇게
이
했을
작살엔
테지.
필살의 집념이 담겨있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게 진리가졌다. 우리의 확고한 승리가 눈앞에 있다.
합격장 이제야 완성되었나?
구원의 가치는 그대로 무너져.
의심, 암,
정직원
불안과 그런 것들이 들끓을 때가 가장 취약하죠. 알아듣겠습니까? 지금이 적기라는 것이
끝을 낼 시간이다. 기도. 숨바디 터졌나?
How many blacksmiths do we have to kill? Like,
또한 용서할 테니
제가 괜히 목을
like we're not really like struggling to win, but we don't really do like a lot of damage. It's like turn 5 already.
이런 부수적인
총원
조사를
불경. 다리우스탄 소통일 80. 갈라지도 쏟아내.
저 수감자는 기억해두겠습니다, 단테. 면담에서 취하할 만한 일이 생겼을 때 언급하라는.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지
Right,
않아.
the last stage of the second part.
가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔.
Gonna be in third one.
우리가 이룰 수 있는 유일한 꿈이니까.
이거 참 설레는구려.
After a short journey, we came upon a quiet and solemn-looking room. In front of it stood a group of bloodfiends, looking at us in anticipation. But they all appeared to have gone through their share of battles. Many of them appeared injured and out of breath, clearly exhausted.
당신들도 상담.
Are here for the excuse me?
위해 오셨습니까?
The confession?
무슨 소리를 하는
Confession?
거지?
What are you talking about?
이 방 안에는
In this room
우리의 죄를
is
용서해
one
주시는
who
분이
forgives our
계십니다.
sins.
하지만 그 전에
Before you enter, take a deep breath and please give an honest answer to my questions.
첫 번째,
First,
당신은
how intense is your desire for blood today?
1번 많이,
1 for a lot, 2 for mildly, 3 for somewhat, 4 for intensely unbearably, 5 for destroying me insane, 6 for it's killing me.
얘도 상태가
This
이상한데.
kind of seems off a bit too.
무슨 소리를
There
하는
are notes
것인가?
that they are speaking.
당연히
It is
생각나지
none, of
않았다니.
course. Then, here's my second question. Did you consume your hammer today? 1 for yes, And too far now.
잠깐만
Wait.
끊지 마세요.
And don't cut me off. You must answer all these questions to be granted the audience with the priest.
마냥 먹지 않아.
Not consume a hamburger today. Then please explain your reasoning.
이건 젠장
Damn it.
당연하잖아.
Then it's obvious. It tastes like shit. If it's sucking blood from an insect, it would taste better than that. You'd agree, wouldn't you? Oh boy. Guys, get ready. Last question. Did you feel the parchedness in your throat when you looked at human today? Say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Yes. Always, like I'm about to go insane. No. Actually, not really. Not even for a moment.
의심, 암기, 불안과 공포 그런 것들이 들끓을 때가 가장 취약하죠.
Crazy.
알아듣겠습니다.
점 찍었네.
So I guess the not eating humans diet didn't
저놈을 추적.
work so well for them.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지.
떨거지면 잘라낸다. 이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지.
그렇게 시원한 처리야. 보는 맛이 나는군. 그 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 거지.
기근이야. 실밥이 터졌네.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
합격장.
적합한 조치였습니다. 그쪽도 죄인인가? 저수감자는
꽤 뚫려라.
기록하겠습니다. 면담에서 취하할 만한 일이 생겼을 때
네 피군수?
상부의
무기를 만드는 것만큼은 내가 어머니가 떨거지면 잘라낸다.
비뚤어져.
Poor Bloodkins.
괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
Yes, they do have like the kind of the same, I guess,
강한 꾀밀꾼이
it's kind of like passive as the priest has there,
지금은 그럴 여유.
or so it would seem. I mean, it doesn't really help them that much. They still just gonna die anyway.
그쪽도
죄인인가?
완성되었나? 합격장.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지.
골치 아픈 것들이 조각이 되었고 단테 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
Nice. I've sinned once today, I confess. Take me to the priest. They said it's all going to be okay if I visit the priest when I feel the thirst, they said.
신부라는 자는
So that priest is in there, right? Good to have to wait your turn. The other once sought the priest too. Must have been sinners as well. Though there might be a QE. On the priest, gladly. The sins of our in our stead. Should probably check what's behind this door, right?
나리.
Should take the vanguard, Monsieur Squire. Ah,
낙인 놈들.
Bill and Sai.
확실한 건
What I'm certain of is that this intruder will never leave us alone until we open our gates. Must put an end to this insolency soon. Wouldn't you agree?
너도 얼른
I suppose you
불만
understand
줘야
me
이해할
when you create your own.
안 그래도
Worry not.
우리야말로
I intend to
끝내려고
put an end to this today. I've been planning to do this for a while. When we entered, we saw a dying blood fiend, nearing his death. His mask was already closed in half, revealing the beautiful tragedy behind. No longer served as a mask to hide his face.
당신들
Have you come here
죄를
to confess your sins? What joy!
기쁘군.
Rarely do I receive those who are so willingly to confess.
이거
This one, his only smoldering stub, could snuff out his embers with a gentle stomp.
참 오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간 생각나지 않을 거다.
Yes.
그러니 가릴 것 없이 마음껏 마셔.
I mean, the most part is like reading the story, because like I'm actually trying to read it and not like skim through it. But anyway, I think I'm gonna like end it today because I wanna like get some sleep for tomorrow. We're gonna continue like tomorrow. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone. See ya.